10 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Returner choosing to field this one. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So North Texas's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen and be short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. To dunk to the left side. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. So Florida State's offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
2 backs now flanking the quarterback. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left. He's got room to run. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. The Seminoles come to the line to run the hurry up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, wouldn't pick up, and they are off and running.
When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in the...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. very long, looking to throw. That's right. It's Grimson. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Makes it look easy. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Split backfield here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Quick throw to RPO, caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of the field.
Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down, but no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. Looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the
That
1st
fucking
down.
guy.
Steps out of bounds, but does
No reason he
have
shouldn't
enough
fucking jump.
yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He'll be taken down, but after a good return. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Right down the middle. It's Coleman. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. As we wait for the quarter, Florida State is on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's wide open. Look out. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on the completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes the score 7. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle. It's Jacobs. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Grab behind the line, it's Jacobs. Some hard running there for the tackle. And it's good for a first down to the 36. And a player was down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Davis. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout.
Bullshit. Complete bullshit.
They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And Ted, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Noles. Too much speed for the defense. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Running game is working. He'll stick with it on first down. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They look to throw it here on second down. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home.
How about that? One of the so-called middle guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. Gets some space around the 30. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarm with a pass rush and sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
He made it. 3 points on the board.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense.
Did you see the replay?
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. And the wideout goes in motion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, we're going to throw it. The sure hands. It's Clinton. They wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move now. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and no for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. The receiver grabs it. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Good throw, catch made. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Let's see what they can do here. Third down and goal from the 1. Hebe keeps it himself. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, New Green.
And that's how you close a half off as an offense. Leaning on the run game. Get into the end zone. Now you've got a chance to take the lead before the half. You talk about potentially ending this half on a high note.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage seat brings down the returner. Final seconds of the first half. They will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. Ah, here he goes. That's the 20. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
What a big play here by the quarterback and receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss in that play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He escapes the pocket. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, Chris, you talk about rallying to the football by a defense. We all know how fast this quarterback is, and even with all of his options covered up, they're able to rally and bring him down once he pulled it down to try to take it in himself. What a great job by the defense to set up now a 4th and goal.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And they stop him short. He avoids the safety, but it won't help much with breathing room down there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here comes a handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Him back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll look to throw in here on 2nd down. He lets it go on the move. This ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, it's a no-no. And a great way to throw picks.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
It went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Tillman. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Great catch. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he should. Arm strength by getting it in there.
Clock running in the final minute here of the 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
God, this is not fucking possible.
But the pick ends that threat.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
Let's go. Break.
And it's North Texas.
This is a fucking joke.
Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, is it just me, or is it a little bit strange that this offense continues to give this back the football, especially late in the game? He's got under 10 yards rushing in this game, hasn't been able to get anything going. It might be time to pivot and try something else.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive?
Hold on. Offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback operating an empty set.
Don't let us down.
Up, down, left, right, PA starts to left.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
First down, we're going to throw the football. Caught in the feet of the running back. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
he's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
No, kick it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Takes off in a bootleg. Played by his tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Third down, out of the shotgun.
Oh, what the fuck? Come on!
Really lucky to avoid the pick there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field.
They just didn't want my fucking...
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt.
Know what the fuck's coming. Don't want to fucking let it happen.
North Texas's offense is back out there now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. Receiver in motion now. Working clock with the ground game. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll ride the back again here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? On the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, plan the victory celebration. The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with